Here are some things that you can do if you're planning to visit Italy. So we've all been staying in Rome, so we have to get a train from Rome to Venice, which took about 4 hours, and it was quite expensive. It was €40 per person, so in total it was about €200 for all of us. If you're planning to go to Venice and maybe you're like us and you're staying in a place like Rome that's quite far away, it's better that you leave quite early in the morning. That way you get a lot of time in Venice. And then we left Venice probably around 7 o'clock and got back to Rome around 11. So if you're trying to get around Venice, like maybe you're going to go back to the train station, you usually would take a boat. And there's different types of boats. You can get buses, you can get taxis, but buses are usually cheaper and they take more people as well. The boat in this clip is called the Gondolas. It's one of the most popular boats in Venice, and the average price is probably 80 to 100 euros, but we didn't go on it because we were scared after seeing everyone on one of them fall into the water. After a while, we found a place where they were selling pizza, and we got some for lunch, and we sat down inside and ate some. And then we explored a little bit and found a shop where they were selling pastries, so we went to go try some, and they were actually nice. They had a lot of stuff that had pistachio inside, and then some of them had chocolate as well. We were looking at some of the pictures where in 2019 there was a flood in Venice, and this bakery had to redo their whole shop over again, and the same thing probably happened with a bunch of other shops in this area and buildings. Looks like a castle. We weren't even planning on going to the Basilica, but we ended up going, and it was actually really nice inside. It was quite big, and then we had to pay a €5 entry if I remember right. And if you keep going at a point, if you're trying to go upstairs, you have to pay another €5 to get more access inside the building. We're getting our food now because it's almost time for us to go, so we found this nice Italian seafood restaurant. We went to the zoo in Rome, and we were so surprised by how big it was, and there was literally so much animals in here, and we were walking for so long. There was actually so many different types of apes here, so I couldn't remember the names for each of them, so I just put apes under all of them. This is my favorite part of the zoo, the capybaras, because they're very friendly and they're also my favorite animals. As you can see, they're surrounded by a bunch of other different types of animals as well. This is really cool as well. This is the tiger, but we got a video of the tiger when it was sleeping, but later on in the video there's a clip where we got it when it was awake as well. We really enjoyed watching the sea lions get fed, and it reminded us of when my sister and my dad swam with sea lions in Spain, which was really, really cool. We really enjoyed looking at the aquatic animals. Most of the time when we got there, most of the animals were being fed, and it was such a nice thing to watch. There's a train that goes around the whole zoo, and it was €2 per person, so it was quite reasonable, and we got to see every single animal that was inside the zoo. The Colosseum was a place of entertainment. There'd be various shows that would go on there sometimes, but it was used for a lot of different things. Sometimes gladiators would fight there, but a lot of the things that happened there involved death. The security there is extremely high, and there's so much guards in every corner that are just watching. The Colosseum is probably one of the most popular things to go and visit as a tourist in Italy. Looking outside from inside the Colosseum is so nice, the view is unreal. This is the prison that Peter and Paul the Apostle from the Bible may have been before they were executed. They were both executed because back then in Rome, you had to accept the Roman Emperor as your God. But Christians who said no to that and only accepted Christ as their only God would have been executed.
Grace Esther and JJ stand in front of the prison where Apostle Peter and Paul were imprisoned before they were executed for their faith in the gospel. So above us or behind us is
Joe and Ade standing in front of Peter.
Oh, yes, please. Thank you, Betsy.
This is our meal after the prison. We got pasta, seafood, and lasagna. They were all so good, and we shared it around.
Okay.
We mainly came to Vatican City to see the Sistine Chapel. We also explored the museum. It was so big, and there were so many different forms of art. Oh, and Vatican City is also where the Pope lives.
Yep.
Inside the museum, there were so many different rooms that were filled with paintings, and then in others, there were sculptures. There were so many different rooms that we walked through. They all had different designs and they were so nice. And we kept walking until we got into the Sistine Chapel, which took quite a while.
Gracie. Hi, Essie. I don't know.
Okay, so now we're in the Sistine Chapel. It was really nice inside. We kind of just stood there for a couple of minutes and admired the paintings on the wall. The paintings were unreal and we were actually so amazed. We were completely blown away just looking at it. It was such an amazing experience going to the Sistine Chapel. It was so much more different than what we expected in person.
Alright, JJ, going.
So after a while we went back to the Colosseum to go get some pictures taken where we had a really nice view of it in the back. So here are some of the pictures that were taken of our family.